Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Help support my channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty much as soon as possible. So then I go live streaming because YouTube policy, they won't let me go live until I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the folks out there that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet, please take this moment now with helping me. Click subscribe. Next, click the bell. And next, click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Plus, click the thumbs up button and every time you watch my videos. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on either my Patreon or PayPal links. If you join my Patreon page, then you'll get early access to these videos 24 hours before they're posted on the YouTube and lots more. If you prefer just leaving a small tip, click on PayPal. Either way, then you get that warm sense of satisfaction years down the line knowing that you helped me become a successful YouTuber. Sunday, January 23rd, 11:02 a.m. New York time. We'll do a recap on the broad markets. Since the third week of the new year is complete, we'll look at the weekly candles, the monthly candles, the daily candles, maybe intraday. Let's first start off with the monthly candle. On the bonds, the 30-year bonds. So when bonds trade lower, yields go higher. Yields go higher, puts pressure to raise interest rates. Got it? So for the current month, which is not done yet, because the end of the month has not come yet. Look, we're already in a red candle. We're making lower high, lower low than the prior month. This is a consolidation. We also broke below this consolidation. That's trending down. We came down to the swing low. We did not break it yet or close below it. That's interesting. Maybe we'll have a reverse there. Well, if this reverses and goes higher, yields would go lower, putting pressure to lower interest rates. So I ask you, your go-to news source, whoever you hear business news from, economic news, what are they telling you is happening today, tomorrow, next month, this year with interest rates? Are they telling you the interest rate's going to go higher several times this year? Well, just watch. If this goes higher this year, are they going to correct themselves? Yeah. Are they going to explain to you why this may go higher? Or if they're wrong at all the whole year? Yeah. They don't know any more than you and I. It's a guesstimate, but they have agendas to fill. Use caution when you take any financial advice from media, mainstream media. US dollar index, red for the month, lower high, lower low, it's trending down. Note, when the US raises interest rates, typically that makes the US dollar stronger. So you can see a correlation here, this with yields. Also note, US dollar is one of the 3 safe currencies. So if people are afraid of bad times ahead, they look to buy currencies that are safe havens. So maybe the dollar, maybe the Swiss franc, maybe the Japanese yen. Different conditions determine that. Well, for the year, again, we're trending down. But for the prior year, here's the lows of the prior year, we're trending up. S&P 500, yeah, we made an all-time high this month, but now we're red, trading below the prior month. Also, all the gains for this year were wiped out. All the gains in this index were wiped out. If you bought anywhere since the beginning of the new year on this time frame, you're underwater. I'm still bullish. I'm looking for pullbacks to re-enter. Short-term day trading, I'll trade either direction. Swing trading, I'm using caution and more leaning towards the buying on the pullbacks on good triggers. But if there's an opportunity I see that I feel comfortable with, I'll trade even bearish. Crude oil, one of the commodities. Look, for the month, year to date, we're green. Higher high, higher low, also making all-time high. Coming up to this gray horizontal line, which is a midpoint of a prior big candle bar. If you've been following me for some time, you know what the midpoints mean. So the trend is up. Gold futures, green for the month, higher high, higher low, trending up. Yep. So this yellow horizontal line, I'll zoom in. This yellow horizontal line. We want to see if we break above that, close above that. Then we have this level. So we got potential supply zones where sellers are to the upside, and we have demand zones where buyers on the bottom. I'm still bullish bias. Gold, crude oil, and several other commodities I've been sharing with you for the past weeks and months. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, I've been bearish. Look at that. Red for the month, lower high, lower low, trending down, coming into a demand zone. All the gains have been wiped out this year. And for last year, here's the low of last year, this yellow horizontal line, and we're much closer to the low of last year. So a huge amount, let's just say half or more of the gains last year. If you bought above those price levels, you're underwater. Crypto is going down, it's trending down. Specifically Bitcoin. So now we're looking at some currencies. The euro. Euro is the largest currency weighted in the US dollar index. So big moves in the euro to affect the dollar. For the month, it's red, but it's higher high, higher low than the prior month. Broke above this consolidation. We'll see, we're going to get a further retracement trending to the upside. I have labeled potential swing high, swing low. See if we break above or below and close above or below to determine the strength one way or the other of a trend on the higher time frame. The Japanese yen, again, I mentioned this is one of the safe haven currencies. It also has a correlation with gold sometimes. So for the month, it's green. Still made a lower high, lower low than the prior month, and broke below this inside candle. And look what happened. Huge tail on the bottom, bunch of buyers jumped in. So people trying to defend those price levels for whatever reason, maybe fear or some other reason they want to own Japanese yen. And the British pound, green for the month, higher high, higher low, trending up. So I'm going to zoom in here so you can look at these three top currencies. Again, the euro was weighted first, followed by the Japanese yen and the British pound. Those are the three largest currencies in the US dollar index. Looking at all three of these bottom currencies, and I'm showing you the currencies in the futures market. You can also see these in the FOREX market. Same thing, they're currencies. They trade on different exchanges. So if you notice here, the British pound is stronger. It's trending up. Higher highs, higher lows, green. Where Japanese yen, yeah, is green, but higher low, lower high, lower low. And the euro, higher high, high low, but red. Right, so there's some bias right here. Again, there's other currencies I mentioned too in my other videos. So we just saw the monthly. You have a big overview of what's happening. Let's go down to a faster time frame. So for the monthly, we go down to the weekly. Remember this past week in the United States, Monday was a holiday. So the markets had a shorter trading session this week. So that just means the weekly candle doesn't really represent a full trading week because not every day was open. You got it? You understand? Good job out of you, hopefully. So again, we'll look at the bonds for the weekly. Green candle did make a lower high, lower low, came to the swing low, rejected it, went back above it, also above 155 closing green. There's a midpoint of a huge red candle. So again, I ask you, if these bonds price higher, move higher from here out till some future point, what would happen to the yields? Yields go lower and puts pressure to do what? Lowers interest rates. Yeah, so maybe I'm bearish bonds. I'm constantly looking for opportunities when just retracements to trade bearish, make money on the downside. So again, sitting on hands, waiting for this to do a retracement, and then watching for triggers to trade bearish using the stock ETF on bonds TLT and using options on the TLT. If you'd like to know more about that, those trade ideas, you can join my Patreon. The link is below. US dollar, weekly, candle, inside candle. Okay, indecision. But look at this consolidation up here, break down below, another consolidation, staircase pattern, lower low. Got it? That's already a setup occurring there, so you should be looking for triggers. S&P 500, yep, huge move down, broke below this consolidation. This green area was a demand zone. Buyers broke below it, closed below it. That's bearish. Already labeled the midpoint here. Crude oil, strong like bull. For the week, higher highs, higher lows, close green. Gold as well, green for the week, higher highs, higher lows. Broke above this consolidation, closed above it, strong. You have a strong trend up, consolidation, breakout to the upside, consolidation. Now, new staircase pattern, higher high. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, red, lower high, lower low, broke below this demand zone, closed below it. It's bearish. Why would you be buying this on the dips? It hasn't proven itself to go up. If there's any cryptocurrency trading similar to this, why would you buy it? Thinking it's going higher, it hasn't proven itself yet. It's proven itself to bearish. It's proven itself the past 3 weeks. Buying on the dips when a financial instrument continues going lower is not wise. Hopefully you understand that. That's good money management. Not doing that goes both ways, money management. If you're wrong, get out of the trade, don't marry it. The euro, again, look at the weekly. Inside candle, consolidation, breakout to the upside, staircase pattern, higher high. We saw this is going the inverse from the US dollar. Again, it's doing setups. You should be seeing triggers or looking for triggers now. Triggers, what does that mean? It means where you make an entry for a trade one way or the other. Japanese yen, also reversed off the low of the year. They're very nice. Very nice. Yep, inside candle. A lot of inside candles for the week. What happened? This whole week was indecision. Indecision. British pound, also inside candles in consolidation. Nice trend up since the bottom of last year. So takeaway, again, look at these currencies on the bottom. All of them made inside candles. That means, again, didn't take out the higher low, that prior candle here being the week, indecision. Where the bonds, yeah, definitely made a trend. There's dollar inside candle. Yep. Okay, let's go to much faster time frame, intraday on the 4-hour, where I often look for triggers. And you don't have to day trade these, you can swing trade these too. So on the bonds, 30-year bonds, look at the past week. We made a reversal off down here. Yep, let me zoom out some more. There we go. This horizontal area is the supply zone where sellers have been. Each of these are 4 hours. Got it? So potential setup and looking for triggers if it rejects here. Let's roll down here. Yep. So from the middle of the past week, it reversed. On to the next. US dollar. Zoom in some more. So here's a supply zone. The sellers up here rejected it a few times this past week. That was opportunities for setup and triggers. The setup being was looking for the price action, come in here, rejected it, and the price action did reject it. So there was a trigger to trade bearish, and then again. So now we're just coming off this demand zone where buyers were. That was a setup, and we had triggers to be buying. And the S&P 500. This is the futures. There's a difference. What's the difference? The exchanges they trade on and the hours, but one represents the other. So S&P 500 futures. Look at that. For the past week, just constant selling. Huge candles on the down move, labeled the midpoint already. So come Monday morning or Sunday night, or let's just say Monday morning for the equity market, there's a difference from the equity cash market Monday morning, which trades 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., where the futures market trades Sunday night. So if Monday morning, if we open higher, gap up higher, use caution. I'd be looking for opportunities where it's going to roll over, go lower. So if it gaps up in the morning, opens higher, I'm looking for trades to trade bearish. Maybe even swing trades if I see something just for the week. Or just maybe Sunday night, we continue open lower and Monday morning going lower. Crude oil on the 4-hour. Remember, stronger crude oil, more demand for crude oil, strengthening certain currencies like Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar, that nation, is heavily weighted in commodities. So demand on crude oil, more nations start buying crude oil from Canada. They take their currency, convert it into Canadian dollar, make the Canadian currency stronger. So if you don't want to actually trade crude oil for some ethical reasons because it's dirty fossil fuel, then you could trade the currency. But then they'd be a hypocrite because, again, that country's making profit off you owning their currency. Skin in the game. Struggle's real. Okay, so here's crude oil. Midweek last week, consolidation. And then we had a breakdown, rollover, and a retracement. Again, here with that huge impulse move up. That was 2 weeks ago, made a retracement. There's a retracement, bullish retracement, and took off. So we had this retracement come here, come back into this big candle midpoint. Very nice. That was a setup with a trigger. And the trigger could have been when this inside candle got done, look for a breakout to the upside, downside, broke up to the upside, and you could have taken a swing trade and managed it on the faster time frame. Got it? That was all set up there with the trigger. Crude oil. Gold now. Okay. Demand zone overhead on these 4 hours. Midweek Wednesday, huge impulse move up on gold. Went a little bit higher, did a retracement. Big impulse move up. We had buyers stepped in several times here, right here, where it was a demand zone. So we'll see if come the week we'll go higher from here. That's a nice looking entries there. Again, we have some demand zone here with buyers, or if we have a further pullback to look for. Again, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. So let's zoom out. See what's going on. Again, these are the 4 hours. Huge midpoint here, running along, still hasn't been retested. Just shows much more bearish because it hasn't even done fully tested that. And look at the week, last week, a lot of sell-off, new lows. Want to expect it to continue going lower, which I just showed you in the higher time frames. Okay, let's go to the currencies. Euro. Don't forget these euros, these currencies. If you don't want to trade in the futures market or the FOREX market, they're stock ETFs. My Patreon members know those symbols, so I shared it with them. Yep, here's the euro, huge demand zone of suppliers. Huge demand zone of buyers. Zoom in. And we came tested on Thursday, reversed. We have a swing high up here. Again, huge demand zone. So we'll see if we break above that, or break above that in strength. That'd be a good opportunity. Japanese yen. Where there's a supply zone, the sellers up here. Swing high. Look at that nice reverse since the beginning of Monday. That's been trending up strong. When we look at the euro has not been doing the same all week. It was trending down, reversal, trending down, reversal. So the euro here is more bearish, with the Japanese yen being safe haven currencies. Pretty much since past Sunday, it's been trading higher. Nice trend. Again, huge 4 hour candle there, made a retracement in there, and then you had a setup and a trigger. Now we're looking at the British pound. British pound, just like the euro, was trending much more down for the week. So past Sunday trending down, into Friday trending down. Big difference. So again, I'm looking at this. Let's do that all three. I'm seeing a flight to safe haven currency here because you have the euro declining for the week, British pound declining for the week, and the Japanese yen going higher. So money was going to safe haven currency. Right there, Japanese yen. May not continue next week, but use caution because that's giving me a clue. Now, is that just because people want to get out of stocks and go into the safe haven currency for holding over the weekend or for a few days? We'll find out. Thank you for your support.